Hello, I'm Mariano del Carril. I'm from Argentina, specifically from Buenos Aires. I live in Broomfield, Colorado. For those who doesn't know where Colorado is, it's in the middle of the United States, and it's where the Rocky Mountains are. And it's probably one of the most beautiful places in the world. I live here for close to 13 years, and I'm married. I have 3 kids. Nicole, she's 21, Tomas is almost 19 in a week, and Elena, who is 16. My kids and I have grown here in Colorado, surrounded by beautiful mountains, amazing rivers, the best ski in the world, and I'm sorry Argentines, but it's true, it's the most beautiful ski in the world, and of course the world capital for climbing. Yes, Colorado and heights are almost synonymous, and that's why probably I apply to be in the program, because I'm Argentine and because of heights. And well, the reason when I saw the tweet, they were looking for an Argentine and for people with fears, I thought about my fears of heights. And even though I don't have many fears, I can do many sports, I don't have any fears of darkness, or I can eat almost everything. I'm playing polo, so I'm basically going fast on a horse. But heights has always been a problem for me. And why heights are an issue for me? Well, basically, I cannot stand be right next to a cliff, or even right next to a balcony without any protection. I will be completely with a lot of fear of falling down. And when I'm skiing, for example, I can ski almost everything, but I'm getting into these very deep and steep runs, and I get basically scared, the word is scared, about them. And I'm definitely, I hate that, because my kids by now they can ski very well, and they look at me like, okay man, what's going on? Why don't you just jump and ski this? So this is why I have been always very scared of heights, and being in Colorado, where you're surrounded by all these beautiful mountains, where you can go and hike so many trails. Having fear of reefs and heights in general is really a problem for me. I have actually a funny story. I don't know if it's funny, but it's a story at the end. Just when I arrived here from Argentina, my brother-in-law called me and asked me do you want to come and do a hike with me? And I said, at that moment I was very fit, I could run very fast, I was riding my bike many hours, and I said, well, go ahead, yeah, why not, I can do that. And I called him and said, yeah, let's do it. So we went, we hiked. Remember one thing, let me tell you the following. As an Argentine and a person from Buenos Aires, I'm coming from a very flat, probably the flattest places in the world. And going for a hike is basically very easy. You just go and walk, and you never have these big tall mountains in Buenos Aires, of course. So coming back to the story, I started walking with him. We hike for a couple of hours, and maybe after 3 or 4 hours, we get into some sort of base on this mountain, And he said, "Wow, this is the rest." And I look at it, and it was steep as I never have seen. With a lot of rocks, and that looked like they were free-falling rocks. And I basically froze. I couldn't move. And he looked at me and said, "But Mariano, go ahead. Do it. You can do it." We were like discussing, not arguing, but discussing. I was trying to explain to him that I was completely scared. And he said, no, you can do it, you can do it. And I said, "Oh, sorry, but I can't." So finally, I basically came back, and he has to go by himself, and I couldn't make it. And even though it has passed probably 12 years already since that happened, I'm still remembering, and I'm still having a little bit, not nightmares, but close to nightmares about that pretty tall and scary kind of mountain. So I have seen the program, and I always has been fun, of course, and I was amazed how Mr. Greeley handled these situations of fear as I described. So when I saw the tweet and read what they were looking for, and I said, "Well, maybe an Argentine with a fear, with the outdoors involved," and I thought, well, maybe it's an opportunity, and so I said, let's go for it, even though I'm 48, almost actually 49 in August, years old. I thought I could do it, and I think that I need to overcome this fear of mine. Thank you.